Who's that, me? Who's that, me or you? And keep it a buck. No, you're not. What the fuck is the redskins? No. We're trying to do some cheesy shit. That wasn't my fault. That was your fault. And when I did have to drive, I could drive anytime I want to. We can see.
I'm not saying that's your fault that I started you off. What I'm saying is that you thinking that the game was. Don't know what the line for. I just had to do it. Got a really big bag for it. At your mama crib ain't getting money. You gotta ask for it. Tired of complaining. I got a bitch in my situation. Looking at the view inside. I really do.
I really want to play shit. I'm finna drop off my man. I'm getting sick of talking, man.
I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies.
That happening?
Friends go. I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime.
Yeah, I'm gonna go down like 2 weeks.
To my right mind. I don't wanna be on the
I'm in the Super League. I'm finna drop that shit. I don't even play. I had joined a team that it was like 0-16. They do want me to play games. I told the owner that I'm thinking. So I'm not playing no games. That's real shit. Oh, she got corner red.
How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name.
Both.
You ready? STRO.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Redskins.
Yeah, I think the owner of the league is cheating. I think he's yeah, and you won't know.
That's trash. Hey, what's that? Check Mike 54. Mike's gonna go.
On first down, it's Haskins. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. Throwing left side, it's complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Third down. Here's Haskins. He's going to rifle run deep left side. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll run with Taylor. Little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Actually, I'm going to ask the coach, can I get my safety from him?
Here we go.
I get that motherfucker?
On 3rd down, it's Lawson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Here we go.
Garoppolo on 1st down.
What's he gonna sound like?
And that is incomplete.
What's gonna sound
He
like
couldn't
that?
hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 42.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go.
Yeah,
you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And this one is right down the middle. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
He's checking crap. Check.
Now Taylor, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
That's right, baby.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
They'll run with Love. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
All day.
On 2nd down, Love. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and
5. 3-0 after 1 on
Hey,
EA Sports.
Hey, do you start slow? I hate when I start slow, dog. Like, you have to get in the flow of the game.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Back to throw here.
I just had to
And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
I started real slow, bro. Oh.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because they'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It was 9.
Sheds another.
Man, you don't cheat. Come on, this nigga broke 3 tackles.
Past the 20. Touchdown.
What's up, Ty? Hey, Ty, you seen that? He broke 3 tackles.
A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the
broke 3
season.
tackles,
And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they?
This is like my first game.
And off he goes.
This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Hey, why did the Warriors have to be a bomb, dog? Warriors.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Carl Joseph.
Holding.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Let's go.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Taylor. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go. 21.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And it takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free. That one 3rd down.
They're not giving no reaction to the show.
Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything.
I know, bro. I like the
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a give, right side. Lawson. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
On second down, it's Taylor. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there.
Oh, man,
with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Hey.
This will be fielded at the 6.
You heard? Hey,
and he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
No, it's 9-0. You sure?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me on a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for Washington. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Really?
And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but now it'll be 3rd down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Here we go.
R.
20.
K-E-R.
Check it back.
Yes, you did. You said yes, you did.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
He said,
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Taylor, no dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here we go.
On first down, Taylor. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And it's 17-7.
Like for me, I'm a second half person.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
I'm a second half person.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you get some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check out 11.
Garoppolo now. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, exit.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out.
No, it's not.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will not be returned.
Why Wes? Go on, Wes.
Huh? Religious. R-E-L-I-G-O-U-S. What? R-E-L-I-G-O-U-S?
Bro, you left the I out and then just after the G.
Oh yeah. That's.
He's just lying.
No, that's true, bro. That's true.
S-E-P-E-R-A-T-E.
Separate? No.
Yes.
Spell it again.
S-E-P-E-R-A-T-E.
It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Hell no. Stop lying, bro. You know that's right.
What?
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down now, it's Lawson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Hey, but how you doing, Smooth? How you day going, my brother?
Fuck you, Tony.
Here we go. The Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
Niggas been calling me out.
The niggas not on.
2 days, but when I was gone.
Bananas pass.
The niggas was
It's
not
complete.
on. They not on.
And they'll get it all the way up about
That's
5
you.
yards shy
Listen,
of
y'all
midfield.
ducking me now,
Last play they got
and
stuffed
Mike
at the
and
line.
Davis
Different
like Mike
story
and
here, over 20 yards.
Put his cousin, nigga that want to beat me so bad.
He want to be you. Is he nice?
That nigga want to beat me so bad.
Why you said?
They'll run on first down.
They cheated, bro.
It's
I wouldn't have
Taylor.
been
They're going to
bad.
snuff this play out behind the line. We have not
That
seen
nigga was
that
talking
much
shit
today.
last night.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
My team's 17 and out in pro running. I mean 17 and 1 in pro running. I said, Mike, you don't want no smoke, you ass. He said, oh, I'll match up if I got both my locks on. Here we go. Alright, yeah, both of locks on right now. I had 5 earlier. He told me.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. They'll get this one to Cup. Complete.
Huh, he had to go to work.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
All of a sudden, he had to go to work when I had my 5 on.
Who was your 5?
Some niggas you don't know.
You had Quez? You don't play with Quez, dog?
Quez gonna play with him.
Here we go.
I was gonna beat the shit out of it. Tell him that it was
11. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the throw incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
That, bro. People don't know. My first 2 quarters is like a
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Is he listening, bro?
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins escaping the pressure right.
Move.
He completes
This is good, bro. Adjustments have been made, bro.
Down at the 39.
We can adjust, bro. I'm a second half person. You won't beat me in the first, like, you won't blow me out in the first half.
Sometimes
you
it's
won't get your ass
designed,
whooped in
and
the second
sometimes you just
half.
have to know when to leave the
That's
pocket.
good. Adjustments have to be made,
and
bro.
make something happen.
Good patience,
On that play,
kid.
was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Huh?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
He blitzing.
What's going on with this shit? Should be going. You don't want to play this shit either.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz it, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read,
figured
out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. That's going to be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
I think he's going to do it. This is light. Guys, you see how ass it is now?
Again on second and 10, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The beauty of being able to play zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands.
You need the behind the back like a fat person.
Confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Okay, buddy.
You're my nigga.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
I've been in there last time. I don't need that.
You need that shit.
Look at this one.
He gonna run over. He can catch his ass.
You see, look how big the nigga is.
Snap comes in one. Now Haskins. He'll do it underneath to his running back. Complete.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Stopped him in his tracks. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at the 25-yard line. The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete.
This shit, you can't pass, dog. This shit on clown, dog. This shit, adjustments have been made, bro.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu there defensively to make the play.
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Subscribe to what channel?
My YouTube channel. Take that day one.
It's fucking channel.
Dog, you just mad, bro.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a first and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Was trying to get it to Darius Geis out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Coverage was great everywhere that time. He tried to get it to his outlet, tried to get it to his running back, but sailed it a little bit too high and actually left his body open for a big hit.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Oh, that shit stinks.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Hey, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Undercrush, undercrush. Hey, alert, alert, alert.
To throw is Garoppolo. That'll be caught by Cup. Oh, some strong running. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. And that's going to do it. Mark hit zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
That shit threw me off. Kobe Bryant.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
You know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter just puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here's Haskins. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively in the 4th quarter here, you've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off on the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Well, Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football. They've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play.
No, they need to get rid of
my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mr. Bipema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go Largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The give to Taylor. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. First down San Francisco. The pickup 14 yards.
I'll trade Kyrie. It's not, bro. It's not Kyrie, bro. It's the, bro. Kyrie kill a team, bro. You seen the difference between Celtics this year and last year, bro?
They run on first down with Jackson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
You said what? Bro, he's uncoachable, bro.
Garoppolo now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bro, he had
warmed the hearts of all those old school football players.
Bro, you see how good the Boston Celtics was, bro.
Gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They still need about the length of the football
year before,
here, maybe a little
the year
less
before
as
he
they
got
come up on
the year before
2nd
he got
inches.
there, bro.
They run the counter.
The year before he got there, they had fucking
We'll go down here right
5'11"
around the
players.
23-yard line.
Isaiah Thomas to make almost make
yards
the
to
East
pick
come
up
final.
first
When you get it,
down.
they lose in the
I don't
second
think there's
round.
any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've
But
got
they're
to
the better
stop
team
them and
with-
get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now,
No, bro,
you got to get it
bro,
ASAP.
They did
Yeah,
worse
no
with
doubt
him
about
on the
it.
court.
Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
On first down, it's Lawson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now a give, right side. Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one. Huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going.
The same thing you
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Benny Hunt is good. I ain't gonna front. No cap.
Yeah, that's your team, nigga. But Smooth, stop talking to yourself.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it to next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here.
Stop talking to your
And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 65 yards on the ground.
I ain't do shit. Bro, I ain't say nothing all day, bro. All I say is ugly ass shit.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score.
Come back,
Zero showing.
Some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something
Let me play one.
from this
Let's
game,
see how good
they
he
played
is.
to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught,
He'll
really.
beat me. I'm talking about
I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is
He's a
settled
little
and the
kid,
clock is run out,
older
do we
kid?
really need to kick the extra
That big
point?
Oh,
kid.
yeah.
He went
It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to
my
me.
bad.
I know that people have
So I
explained
let you-
before, well, you got to play it all the way through.
My
Come
bad,
on, this
bro.
thing was
He's
done.
a grown ass man. Oh, my bad.
What's that shit? Thomas, shut the fuck up.
Oh.
That wasn't. I'm trying to.
Come on, you finished playing?
Yeah, bro, he done, bro. Hop on for it. Nigga, do this.
Get your pizza ready.
So that nigga, go get your own piece.
On my team.
So that nigga go get his pizza, man. Goddamn game. Real sad about Kobe. I don't understand, bro.
Tired of this shit? You don't want to play no more? You want me to save it?
I think I'm gonna fuck with Hunt, bro.
You quit now, you lose any progress since your last checkpoint. You don't want to do that shit, huh? Alright, I'm getting up. Ugly nigga dead. Get off him. Get off.
Yeah. Smooth goddamn on that pop.
Smooth on that pilot.
Don't do that.
Down they got that powder, bro. Hey man, I put a nigga was on that powder, bro.
What?
That bitch said I'm finna take a bump. That shit ain't
When we taking bumps, man?
Boy.
nigga say you take
Look, that shit stinks, guys.
powder.
That shit smells
Powder.
Like you, Smooth.
On that powder.
up all day.
Yeah,
I was just receiver drive, bro. I need receivers. My receivers trash.
No, we were found in Fortnite shit. Nah, man.
You really what?
We were 5'4".
What?
You said what?
What? Whoa. You need a fucking
Oh, you played terrible. Oh man, play Cowboys.
Stop that shit. Stink, girl. You need to go through that shit.
Or play Cowboys.
We were 5'4",
Pardon me,
man.
folks.
Sir. See a big come at me, he gonna be like, damn, no. Run away. Oh, no, it's too late, bitch. I'm gonna shoot y'all in your fucking face, bitch.